Hey riders, Thursday. Get ready for some all-out sprint battles as we take on Emerald Lake, British Columbia. Yeah, it is British Columbia. I was thinking it was over the border there. We're on the other side of the Continental Divide. What is the Continental Divide again, folks? It's a line that runs down through the middle of the Rocky Mountains, and when you're on either side of the line, it determines which way the waters flow. So if you're on the west side, all the waters will flow to the Pacific. If you're on the east side, they have a chance of going all the way down to the Gulf of, not the Gulf of Mexico, like off the coast of Texas. I think to Louisiana, in fact. I think they come out in Mississippi, down in there type thing. So a lot of our rivers will connect onto the stuff in Montana. And then that flows all the way over, I think, over the Red River in North Dakota, heads straight south. There's also waters that head straight north. Why am I talking about all this? Because that's what I do, folks. Welcome to the show, Inside Cycling World. Your host, Colin. Glad to be here again. I'm in the room, all lights off, except this one ahead of me and a little bit of ambiance behind me. It's my LED bike light. Let's take a look, see what we got going on today, folks. Wow, look at this right now. 120 people registered with only 8 minutes to go. So this is Ride to Emerald Lake, Yoho National Park, Canada. This is kind of a double-double for the muckers today. So they've got the main race. So I did take a look. I think Neil left a comment on Facebook, yeah. Hey, and also, don't forget, the guys put a lot of work into the blog. I know Neil's up at it all night. I think I've mentioned before, I talk to Neil a lot, folks. And kind of like when it's my 4 o'clock, Neil's still up typing. It's like 10, 11 o'clock at night from he's still putting the blog together for you guys for the next day. So go in, take a look at the blog, check out the website, muckersworldwide.com. He puts links on the Facebook page too. So get in there, read the blog. There's always going to be, that's where he puts his new, special announcements, updates, stuff like that. Probably the leaderboard too, which I haven't looked at yet today. Been super busy this morning. Apologize for missing the Tuesday race. Had a little credit card issue. I was riding my bike when the fraud department called me because there was a fraud on my card. And I couldn't answer any of the questions because I was riding. I was trying to think of things. I could answer some, but not all. And the one question she wanted out of me, I had no idea. She just said, yeah, you're done. She says, you need to go all the way to your bank with 2 pieces of ID and talk to them. So, panic mode Colin, out of here, 35 minutes driving through the country. It's not like it's just down the street. Go to my town of Olds, walk in, the lady pulls all my stuff up, super helpful, and she goes, I don't see any of those charges. Yeah, because they just happened. She can't see them yet. So she's like, I don't know what to tell you. Drive all the way home. Ragey? Not really, but just some deep-seated hatred. I'm just kidding. Was getting close to home, got a call, this lady. Hey, Colin, this is so-and-so from RBC, Royal Bank of Canada. Here you had some problems this morning. So I bet you she was like a lady who reviews the phone calls, because remember, they're all recorded. And she probably heard how it went down. Like the lady I was talking to earlier was just like, you cannot answer this question, that's it. I'm like, well, just ask me another one of my security questions. Remember when you get a bank or you get a credit card, you have to set up like 30 different, 30 is a bit much, 4 or 5 different security questions. She wouldn't even ask me those. So whatever. The lady fixed it all up. I think we got scammed for $500-600, but it was all identified as fraud right away. So bing, bang, bang, all gone, bang, bang. So we're good to go. I just have no credit card for the next, I think they said it could be 2 to 4 business days. We're on day 2 now. Day 3 tomorrow. Day 4 will be Monday. So then I'll have a credit card back. It's weird not having a credit card because I use it for everything. So let's just see if we got anyone in the chat here. Kyle's here. Hey, Kyle, this is going to be a flat-out one tonight. I'm not sure whether I can do this pace tonight. Yeah, Kyle, I'm looking at it right now. And so we did this one a while ago. And I see Elenio79 has an 11:48 on his e-drive. I see Shunik has an 11:48, the exact same time on a Wahoo Kicker. Push the watch button, Colin. What am I doing wrong? Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm not actually in there, am I? Watch. I should have time. I'm looking at my time here. I hope I haven't missed it, have I? Am I missing the race yet? Oh, I still got time. Yeah, so just thank you, Sylvia, for reminding me, because sometimes I miss all that. Everyone's getting lit in now. Nobby Styles. Yeah, Nobby Styles here, decked out in the gold member suit. I love gold. We need a pancake and a smoke in the mornings. So yeah, Shunnick has an 11:48, which I really like that time. There's a dude named, it's another Carol. I'm not sure who this is. Carol ESZ. An 11:49 on a Dorito XR. So I'm looking at what I think are the most realistic. Shout out to Spin Jedi here. This guy knows all the stuff about the trainers and stuff, and he is a coach. Take him for his word. A lot of good input in our Discord. Hey, don't forget about the Discord, folks. Roger's here as well. Can see him here. Peter Old Git. Carol Susik. Tranberg. Yeah, so like I'm hoping like Shunnick's here. He is. Can Shunnick beat his 11:48? Oof. This one is so fast. So here's the thing, folks. Oh, Kay Vanagan. I've seen this dude as well. There's Kyle. This one will be so fast. I guarantee you the finish and the groups coming in, I will not be able to see who it is. So just, it's the way it is. I'm going to call like one or two person's name, and then I'm going to jump out because, I hate getting trapped in the finish shoot. I want to see the next group and the next group. At least get them across the line. But don't forget, folks, right after this, I think it starts at 25 after the hour. Am I right about that? We've got the second race. So, and we're doing the full route, the new Formentor route. Hey, and just so you know, I've been riding with the Hertzieler guys. They're the touring company that filmed all those routes. So if you're brand new here, I've been talking about this all week, so this is for the new people. They do a group ride Mondays and Wednesdays. They've been doing tours in Mallorca since 1986. Super pro, tons of staff. The founder, Max, I'm going to try to say his name again, Hertzieler. He was a pro. He was a World Tour pro. More of his fame came from motor pace cycling. So I imagine it was done on a track, but I'm not really sure. He did win medals in it, so I would assume it was, I don't know if it was like a world championship or an Olympics, but I think around 1980 in that area, that's when he was like top of the game. So they've been going forever. So what they've gone and done, they've done a collaboration with Rouvy, filmed all these beautiful routes. So Monday, we rode from Palenka to Els Arcs. I'm going to butcher all the names. Just deal with it. I'm Canadian. Park that right there, folks. Route 2, which was Wednesday, we went from El Arcs, which is a cafe, and it's probably something else as well. I know there's a couple of reservoirs up there. I saw one actual reservoir with a bit of a dam on it. The major climb there, what is it? I don't know how to say it. Puig Major. I think that's what it's called. It's the highest elevation or the highest point on the island. 41 seconds to go, folks. I should have been doing that sooner. I just love giving the timer countdown. So yeah, we got a lot of riders here. Let's load the map quickly just so you can see. I did have it loaded on Google Maps, but you know what? This map looks better. So I butchered this so many times when I did this before. 25 seconds to go. Here's the town of Field, BC. Right now, the map is pretty much north. We're on the south end of this braided river complex here. See all the deposits, see the river meandering around back and forward, different streams, different channels. That's how your property gets chomped away. We're going to head south off the highway. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go, folks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are in the pipe. 5x5. Let's roll, folks. It will be an ultimate smash fest here. Let's just let it settle down. Hey, and there's people decked out here in the Hertzieler stuff. Actually, Chris Vandel's wearing it, and Domai 45. CJF Andel, I think I might just say it that way for the rest of my life. Not Chris Vandel, CJF Andel. You have to have that pronunciation right there, that hard break. CJF, long pause, Andel. Little inside joke there, folks, between me and a couple of friends. I have this friend that always does something really stupid. So we got 81 riders on board right now. Had about 120 registered. Let's get right to the front here and see who showed up today to get at it. Hey, also to Hal Air. Yeah, he's only been on Rouvy for a year. Hal Air's here today. And I think he just hit level 79. Maybe it was level 80. I just hit 79. I'm on the way to 80 right now. So he's been putting in huge mileage. Huge mileage. At the front, Gil Madia. Okay, Flying Skywalker. I met Flying Skywalker just recently. I asked his name. Ludwig DB, Luis 73. I don't think this is going to be his race. Okay, so Elenio 79's back. Technically on the leaderboard, this is the fastest time held by Elenio 79. You know, kind of what I would say, a trainer that might be a little bit, let's just say that. JJ Robinson, I met this rider as well. James from the UK. Pretty sure there's M40, that's Morton Forby. Niels Burnham's here. So this is going to be high pace, folks. Got some downhill flatty stuff. We're going to start climbing right away. So watch these climbs. Watch for people pushing hard. I see Bear Remy's in the mix. L. Rowland, Stefan Schmidt, all the hitters. Andy Up is right at the front. Andy doing great up here, hanging on with these hitters. Looks like currently we've got a group of, it's a big group, folks. Spin Jedi there, Grosjean. Wow, Mateus Hale, Rocket Roy. Hey, Roy. I think Roy Neald, I think is his name. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Neald. And Sylvia's just hanging on to them. Looks like we got 34, 35. Between 34 to, let's say, 38 riders. Actually, they're coming back now, folks. Look at this. Robbie Dew, Nathan, Cato, Luis coming back. Mako, they're trying to get back on board. You can see the group here. So look at the banners up ahead. Let's just quickly go to first place. Same banners. They're all right there. Going to hang out with Tice for a while. Look at this group, folks. Insane. 7%, so there's more of a climb than what I was making it seem to be. I just called it false flatty, but 7%, yeah, whatever. You'll get through it. Tough it up, right? Walk it off, folks. Another one of my sayings is walk it. Oh, you broke your leg? Walk it off. Tough break. Gil Madia over 7 watts a kilo here, folks. Stefan Schmidt hanging with him nicely. Shunnick there as well. L. Rowland. Boogie back in action. I think Boogie missed last week. Carol Susick here. Niels Burnham. So, going to be some really good drafting, high speed. If you do not go with the break, you're never going to close the break at that point. I think what helped those riders from behind before was that we were starting a climb, so it allowed them to draw up on the ones ahead. So that group of 34, check this out, folks. That group of 34, 20 people just thrown right out the back. Like just taking the garbage bags and throwing them over your shoulder at the garbage dump. See ya. They're gone. That's how intense this pace at the front is. And these riders back here are still pushing 4.5 to 5 watts per kilo. That's how hard the guys at the front are. Nelson Snyder back in this group. Rocket Roy, Chorus. Bram Paulison. Hey, Bram. I think Bram started following on Strava recently. Spin Jedi here. Okay, so another group. So, like, where Spin Jedi is here, to get across to that next group, it's almost impossible now with the speed they're traveling at. These guys in the second group, 4.5, 5 watts per kilo. Spin Jedi would have to probably push at 6.5 watts a kilo to bridge that gap. He needs some reinforcements here, folks. Let's get up there and help him. I think those groups might be settling out the way they are. So group 1 just chucked all these riders out. At least 20-something riders got chucked out of that front group. Let's go back and see if we've even still got 14 there now. I don't imagine anyone will be able to get back on board with them. So Tranberg just sitting here on the back of this group of 14, composed of Tice, JJ Robinson, Gil Madio, Bear Remy, Niels, Carroll, Stefan, Flying Skywalker, Boogie, L. Rowland, Luis, Shunnick, and Lenio. So we got our 14 strong. So the brakes have been established, like I said, at this speed, 44 kilometers an hour. Virtually impossible to bring them back. So here's our second group right here. Rocket Roy leading the charge. And this will be a big group. Looks like we got about 6 riders here. So a whole bunch more were thrown right out too. Then we're bouncing back. So these riders here, these riders are in that front group. And I think it all fell apart on that first climb. So everyone settled down into their groups. Spin Jedi, Peter Old Git, Grosjean, Cato, Umil, ton of riders here. I'm trying to keep an eye on the front. I still see 14 up there. I'm just going to keep looking. Kay Vonnegan, seen this rider around a lot. So I guess the big thing for today is how hard do you smash yourself to then do Formentor right after this? They're not going to have much time. They're going to have maybe oh, 7, 8 minutes to get ready for it. By the time they shut this down, you know, do what they got to do, wipe the sweat off, cool down, they got to get ready to go again. The Formentor route has got 2 climbs in it. It's got the Mirador, and I think the Formentor is what they call it. So the Mirador is kind of the first climb in between when you leave the town. I think you actually, I'm not sure, are you in Palenka? I'll have to take a look at the map here right away. Let's get right back to the front. Keeping an eye on these guys here. Watching the power. You know, I like to big brother everything. See everyone's looking. Louise 73, super lightweight. 52 kilograms, something like that. Yeah, 53 maybe. Just doing this on the fly, folks. Let's bounce back, catch some other riders here. We're going to jump back to... Yeah, so I've jumped back. And, yeah, these guys were all in that first group. Everyone you see here, Mike Hagan, Hal there, I just mentioned Hal. So, okay, so Hal's a level 78 on here. So, but in 1 year, he went from starting on Rouvy. I think today's his 1 year anniversary. I think I read that this morning. Might have been late last night when I saw that. Hey, here's little Michelle with the K on the end. Apparently that's what that means. Ratim, K Vonnegan. Just going to jump a few riders here. Thomas Lynn in the mix. Julian Svard, Silly Sill. Silly's just drifting back a little bit here. Bat Builder. Fergberg. Yes, Fergberg. Irish buddy. Right here. Everyone's my friend, apparently. He's my buddy. He's my Irish buddy. Yeah, we go drinking all the time together. Mick in the mix, too. Here's Neil. Neil riding strong, 3.2 watts a kilo with Steve Ludford. Hey, I'm going to mention that here quickly, too. I missed the Tuesday race. Don't forget that for the Farnham boys, the Farnham Cycling Club, the Tuesday is their race. Let me get back to the front in case it goes off. Tuesday is their race inside Mucker's Worldwide World, if you want to call it that. So they have their own race. It's the guys that ride outside all the time for the Farnham Club. They have a point system. So Tuesday that I missed, I told Steve, I said, 99% sure I'm going to be there. I think I was at the point where I just said, do you recognize this charge? And I went, no. That was my 1%. I was like, if things go sideways today, I may have to go do something about my credit card. Good news is Joey still works. We got 2 cards. Hers is a distinct card from mine. Mine is just destroyed. So at that race, we had 11 finishers. Pierce Monster got 11 points. Roger T, who's RKT7, got 10 points. And Steve Ludford, gotta say it, Ludford, got 9 points. Then we have Ganera, Blinky Bob, great job. Dom B783, the chairman, Spanish 2, Mikey 3R. Here's a word name for you. 12299Z. And then Cookie J. There's a few riders that didn't start. I'm watching this here, and Elenio is riding off the front, folks. Luis chasing. Now, Elenio does have the fastest time, tied with Shunik, actually. And I don't think it's a stretch for me to say that some people might dispute how accurate that trainer is. I know the kickers are very accurate, so I'm liking Shunik's time. Can Shunik be faster than last time? So, folks, it's an 11:48 they got to beat here. With only 700 meters to go, and we've got 2 minutes left here, folks. So these guys are absolutely flying. I mean, look at this. He's pushing 8.5 watts per kilo here, folks. Just going. This whole group behind is going to just smash this time to pieces. So I'm watching this here right now. Yeah, it's 11:48 is the number 1 record that I see. Wow, took me 17 minutes. Oh, I know why. I was riding at 2.3 watts per kilo on a chill ride by myself. I don't get to do all the races with everyone because I'm covering the races. Elenio's still smashing it. 9.5 watts per kilo, folks. He's been doing 8 watts per kilo for a good 30 to 40 seconds now, I think. Coming to the finish now is absolutely going to pulverize first place time. Remember, at 11:48, we're at 10:28. So a minute and 10, 15 seconds in hand. Bear Remy coming in hot, 13 watts a kilo. Shunik chasing hard too. Flying Skywalker, very impressive here. Stefan Schmidt next. So a bunch of riders coming in there, folks. Like I said, they're all going to come in fast. Let's see if we can see El Roland come in. Yeah, we got him. Niels will be coming in right now. Niels is faster than that first time. So I think a lot of these fast times that you're seeing here was set by the Team GRC group just a little while back. I haven't checked the dates. I probably need to go into the old website, I believe, because I don't see the dates on here. Tranberg coming in. Here's Nelson. 7 watts a kilo coming in strong now with Maloney. Oh, I've seen this rider too. New rider. Only a level 11. Bram Paulison in the mix. Rocket Roy. Looking good. Rocket Roy does like a nice TT, so this is probably right up his alley. I know I've talked about Rocket before. Yeah, he's quite the time trialist. Actually, take a look at his profile. You tell me if that's not a good positioning on the bike. Rocket Roy's avatar. Take a look at it, folks. He sent me some really cool information. Tranberg coming in 19th place. Doc PS 20th with Muddy PM 27 here. So, yeah, Roy did send me some cool information, which I appreciate. Everyone, you want to send me info about yourself, how you got into cycling, how you got started, send it to me. Just jump on Messenger and send it. I don't care if it's a page long. It doesn't matter. I can get something out of it. So, like, I know with Rocket Roy, nickname other people gave him. He started with cars, had 2 different race cars. Doc coming in, Little Michelle coming over his shoulder now. Muddy PM next. Ooh, we're going to jump back. Mike Hagan just finished. They're all coming in, folks. 4 or 5 more people finished there. Here's Spin Jedi now coming in with Matthias Hale. Ludwig DB. Thomas Lynn, GRC jersey here with Pan Marisi. The Romain's back. Yes. Nathan 1406 just holding these boys off. Then here, I better take a look at this for a second, folks. I haven't even really seen how the stream looks yet. That's not bad, whatever. Close enough, right? Coming in next, we've got Nathan being pursued by Thomas Lynn, Pan Marisi. So, folks, don't go away. Stick around for the second event. Trust me, I'll say something really stupid in between to keep you entertained. Everyone's going to chill out, grab some water. Fergberg coming in, Bat Builder. They're just gonna, I have to keep jumping back, folks, because they're coming in so fast. Rebel 72 rocking it in right now with Ben the Tank. Rouvy Bryan there. Rebel 72 pushing nice and hard here at the end. Jeremy Peugeot. I'm not sure. I wonder if that's supposed to be Peugeot. Maybe he drives that kind of car. Turnvater. Stanislav Pacic. Pretty good, eh? Here's Steve with Neil. I think a lot of riders, Neil doing a nice finish here, pushing hard at the end. Not a all-out sprint, but just pushing hard, slowly winding the power up. I did this yesterday during the group ride, if you caught it. There was a little bump, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to turn it up a little bit. As soon as I got to the top of the bump, I just shut it right down and waited for everyone behind me. And then they all passed me on the downhill. So that was a really fun group ride, actually. So it's cool to see some of the people rocking out Hertzieler jerseys here. Maybe some of you have actually gone and done the tours with them. Let me know if you have. Let me know in the comments if you have. I'd really appreciate it. I think Domi45 was wearing it. Nobby Styles coming in. Nobby's just getting back to used to riding on Rouvy. He's been traveling for, I think he was away for like 3 weeks. Was it that long, Nobby? Kyle coming in, 69th place. David, 1951. Ooh, look at this guy here. Low-level rider. Bombastic. Bombastic. Yes, dude. I got it. Bombastic. You got her, man. Okay, level 3, dude. Yes, you got this. Here is CJF. Long pause. And L. His real name is Chris Fandel. He is wearing the jersey of the company that does all the tours in Mallorca, that filmed all the routes. One of those routes you're going to see in about 5-10 minutes. So stick around for that. Brody coming in. Ganera. Here's a Farnham Club guy right here. And Ganera is on their leaderboard. Yep. Ganera got 4th place on Tuesday. Remember, they're not racing for Farnham points today. They only do that on Tuesdays as part of the Mucker series. The Muckers events are always super well attended. Every Tuesday, every Thursday. They got their hill climb Sundays. Don Mateo coming. Arno shooting, rocking it. I love saying this every week. He's got his Muckers gear on today. He rides once per week at this event. Because I think he was level 14 last week as well. So he is just so hardcore at riding outside. He only levels up a tiny bit each week on these Rouvy Muckers Worldwide Thursday races on Rouvy. Bob 298 coming in, and then we'll have Wartall. Ooh, looks like Stu had a bad start. He's quite a ways back. So Stu was in the start chute, so I'm going to find out right here. Let's go to the chat and see if Stu's commented. Whoa, I've missed all this, folks. Penelope's here. Lars is in the mix. Kyle's going easy on the next race. Yep. Chad's loving the new shoes. Okay, everyone, I want to talk about that soon here too. Today at 6 p.m. Eastern Time in the States, 4 p.m. Mountain Time for me, myself and Chad are doing our version of the 1.5 to 2.5 Thursday group ride. It's just later in the day to accommodate North and South Americans. So Chad will be leading this ride at 6 o'clock tonight. Just a chill group ride, Lago de Garda tonight, the classic. We're going to do them every Tuesday, every Thursday. Seems to be popular days, but we're nowhere near the earlier times. All the Europeans will be in bed, hopefully. Penelope, maybe not. She kind of seems to be a night owl. Kekapolka's in the mix. Bram Paulson here. I see Tanya. Okay. Oh, I see. So Stu was all lined up. Stu, I saw you in the start chute, and then Stu just had his power cut. Emergency power cut at 3 p.m. So right for the start of the race. So, but it looks like Stu's back in now. So maybe they got the power back on quick because he is riding. Okay, Stu's saying 79. You don't look that old, Colin. Okay, I'm not sure if I said I looked old, but thank you. Did I say I was 79? Maybe I did. I don't know. Neighbor lost power last night. Someone from the power company asked to use my power, but I thought it was a scam. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you never know, right? Stu, I just got scammed yesterday. Well, actually, Joey got scammed. Joey Jojo. And Joey Jojo says everyone has to like my videos. She's told me that. She says everyone should at least just hit the little like. Doing a lot of research. That's the way you get your views the quickest. Sorry, you get shared the most. I think I'm going to jump out of this one. I want to get ready for the next event. So, Stu, you'll be done soon. Hopefully you get into the next one, Stu. I'm going to jump out of that. Let's get ready, folks. Just come back here. You can see right now we've got the add-on race right here. They start in 1 minute. Okay, hit the watch button, Sylvia says. I listened to Sylvia again there. Here we go, folks. You can see the signs here already. Isn't this cool? I'm terrible at saying it. It's Swiss. German, I guess. Herzler, the cycling experience. Like I said, Mallorca since 86. This is not fly-by-night Johnny's tour system, tour club. Come on to Mallorca. I'll set you up with some great bikes. You know, you get there, it's a single speed or it's got 3 gears. The wheels are rusting off. These guys know how to do it right. So, yeah. They've got tours in Andalusia. They've got tours here in Mallorca. They've got tours in Greece. I think they got tours in Thailand and Germany. And you probably all haven't seen my other videos because I know you can't watch them all. I looked at the Mallorca team picture. I'm just assuming they're all staff. I just quickly counted one row. They probably have 70 staff members in Mallorca alone. So it's not like just me and my buddy Jim. Yeah, man, we'll pick you up at the other end. Don't worry about it. Yeah, the road's good. Yeah, you're good, man. Just take that road, take a right. Yeah, it's good, man. Don't worry about it. And you're going down the sketchiest part of town. They have guides, they support crews. There must be a lot involved with running this kind of system. So here we go, folks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drink time. Okay, so let's let this go. Take a look at the map, folks. So, yeah. Palenka. Here we go, folks. I don't know if you remember. Okay, before I actually came on Rouvy way back when, I do have a time here. I was going through all my times. I don't know where I was looking them all at. I know. My Coles app. Guys, if you don't have My Coles, like MyCols, get it. It's a great app. It shows all the climbs, every attempt you've ever made at it, some details about it, a little map, what other cols are nearby to climb. I know I found that one through John Hallis, who has been a long-time supporter of the channel. He's got a really cool blog too, 60 plus time trialing. which I read all the time. His latest one is about Everesting. And a little different than your standard Everesting, so have a look at it. Give him some likes, support his blog. He's doing a written form blog. I love it. But yeah, my Coles kept track of all of it. One of the climbs I did on here, let's get off this map. One of the climbs I did on here was the RGT version. So all you RGT riders that are here, I remember it so well. It was a really well done course, but this was their version of Formentor. You left town and did this, and I hope I'm right. I think it's called Mirador, I believe. And then you go up over to the Formentor side. I'm going to pull it up, actually. See if I can find it for you quickly. My Coles, here it is. Let's look at my activities. So when I did Polenka to L's Arcs, I did the Col de Femenia. And here it is, Cabo. So this route is called Cabo de Formentor. So there's the Mirador climb and then the Cap de Formentor. So I looked at just the Cap de Formentor one. I looked at that quickly. And I wanted to see all my times. Where does it show? It compared me with other people. So here's my times. And yeah, I did it on January 5th, 2021. There was only one way to do that. I wasn't a member of Rouvy. I was kind of like trying some platforms out. And I was on RGT doing it. Wow, that's crazy. So long ago. So I've done the Formentor climb here. That's what my Coles looks like. I hope you can see that. Let me see if you can see what I'm seeing. I'm just going to go back to my app for a second, folks, here. Oh, yeah, you can't see that. What am I talking about? The glare off the light. But yeah, I've climbed it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which I know isn't not a lot. To me, it was just that January 5th, 2021, because I'm like, I wasn't on Rouvy. I didn't get on Rouvy till April. It was RGT. There we go, folks. Let's get back to it. Let's rock. Getting in there. I will catch. So what do we got here at the front, folks? Boogie, Bear Remy, Carol Susick, L. Rowland, Luis 73, Gil Matteo. I think most of them are here. Niels Brenham. This is going to be a totally different race, this one, folks. There's enough climbing. We're not going to have that super, super high speed getaways. But it looks like we got about a group of 10 at the front. Nelson's getting back on right now. Not riding his double disc wheels either today. Spin Jedi right there too. Peter Old Git. Peter Old Git is probably very familiar from the RGT days. I did a little bit of time on RGT. I don't think they had tons of routes. I know they had some crit races. Yeah, I mean, the problem is there's so many competitors. It's hard for everyone to stay alive. Neil says he's going super chill on this one. 69th place. So we do have 71 riders on board. Looks like Rouvy Brian got disconnected right at the start. Jason here chasing Arno Schuten. Neil just passing Stephen Bellio here, who's broken down. Watch out for prancing deer here in the area. Apparently, they'll just prance across the road at you. Also, keep your eyes out for dry stone walls. One of my favorite things. Steve Ludford here, Rooney 57. Ooh, low level dude here, level 4. Just banging it out. Eat more cake. This guy here has attended more Team GRC Sunday short races than any other member. 93% attendance rate. We actually tracked it all. Hey, and did you know this Sunday is the official 1-year anniversary of Team GRC? I'll just say this. Second version, because there was a first version, but the real version now, with all the members, is this Sunday. We're doing Formentor, but we're doing the short route. So we're doing the 11, 12 kilometer route. This route is really nice, this one. I really like this route. But yeah, so we're hoping for a big turnout. Don't forget too, Rouvy was nice enough. We're getting 1,000 extra gold coins just for doing it. So you're going to get the standard gold coins, whatever it is for Formentor. It's probably like 200. I think it was 198. We're going to get 1,000 on top. And then the more people we get showing up, there's a bonus for how many people register with your percentage of finishers. Rouvy throws a little background bonus in as well. There's actually a little table spreadsheet for it. Taking a hard corner here. Let's see what's going on. Yep. First little switchback. See Palenka's back in the background here. Everyone's climbing up the side of this ridge. Oh yeah, here we go, folks. I love the map. It's perfect right now. Just spun perfectly for me there. Jomalfa, Silly Sill here. Rocky B, Julian, Phil, SC Race Team. Danievi, Stelvio Bound, David, James Ginn, Nobby Styles, Gold Suit, Gold Member. Badenoch, we just saw Svard. Alexi, here's Roger. Roger's doing the double-double today, as most riders are here. So Roger's doing a little bit of preliminary for this weekend, apparently. He's having a good look at it again, even though he's only doing the shorter version. We're going to go up to first place, Luis 73. Yeah, this is to be expected, this kind of stuff. 5.5 watts per kilo. Boogie. Folks, that 14, 11 is now 2. There is a gap. We've got 2 riders here, Elenio 79 and Luis 73. Both lightweights, folks. Actually, no, Elenio's heavier. Luis is more of the lightweight climber. But 35 meters back, they've got them. They can see them. I'm sure these wild stallions will be coming up soon. We got Boogie chasing, Gil Matteo, Carol Susik. Jump back another 50 meters. They can see that group ahead of them. J.J. Robinson, Niels Brunham, L. Rowland, M4B, Nelson Snyder. I don't see Stefan in on this one. Maybe he's just doing one today. Let's jump in the chat, see what's going on. I'm just going to zip ahead here, try to catch up. Okay, so Stu's finished. I wonder if Stu's going to jump into this one. Just catching up with Darth here. Hey, Darth. Yeah, actually, I think I noticed earlier today, Darth had one of the faster times, too, on the Emerald Lake. Darth, those times just all got blown out of the water. Like, those guys were insanely fast. So, let me just jump back here. I was almost going to click out of my channel there by accident. Yep, some good chat here. Tanya's here, watching the stream. I love it. Let's get back here. I want to see if these guys are going to catch these 2 up front. Still 2 of them up front. Luis is pushing again. Just sustained power output here. His avatar, he does look quite slim, doesn't he? Oh, that was Elenio. Here's Luis. This one's a bit harder to see. We need better res avatars. Both pushing 5.5, 6 watts a kilo. But Luis 73 is under 60 kilos, that's for sure. Elenio is more in that 70 range, 70 plus. So these 2 are riding really nice together. Really good video too, folks. I love it. I love the scenery here. Watch out for the occasional wild goat. Our goats are doing good. Pigs are doing good. Oh, if you don't know, we now have 9 baby piglets. One litter's got 4. That's the older litter. And the younger litter's got 5. And they're all doing perfect. So they all look the same except one little black dude. He's all black. Just like the mum. So it must be like a very recessive gene because she's all black and she had 4 that were the spotted pink and black spots. But yeah, they're doing really good. They're going to get a chance to grow a bit before the cold weather comes. We're probably going to have them for 6 to 8 weeks before I decide to make hot dogs out of them. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding, folks. These are pet pigs. And we'll be getting rid of, selling them to people. Trust me, they're not a lot of money. There's not big bucks in this. Kind of like all my endeavors. So 2 leaders up front, followed by 3 more chasers, 95 meters back. Now, I think they might be able to pull them back on these downhills. I think we got more power behind us. Boogie and Gil Matteo here. I can see Gil Matteo being able to pull those 2 pesky climbers back on this downhill. And it's a long descent, folks. This total route is just under about 19 kilometers. We're going to be going downhill for probably 4 kilometers. Then we kind of start, if I'm looking at it correctly, about the midpoint of this one is the start of the old route. You'll know it right away. It's got that false flatty start. So if you look at the split in the middle of the screen right now, the black dot, it's all kind of false flatty there, bit of downhill, and then you kick straight into the climb. Hey, the tunnels are lit up now, folks. It's great. You're not riding blind there. Actually, I saw some cool. I'm just going to bounce back here for a second, folks. I saw some cool. There's like a wall up to the right of the screen here. I saw it on my right. I'm like, what is that? Like, is there something up there? Once we go through the Rouvy banners here, take a look up to the right-hand side of the screen. There's something up on top there. And when we round this corner a little bit, you're going to have a better look at it. This car is stopped in the middle of the road. Probably an Uber driver. Look at this wall up here. Like, is that a wall? Is that a road? Like, if it is, insanity. That's what they do. So we got two up front trying to get away. Gil Matteo having a nice rest here. Same with Boogie. Carroll just spinning lightly on the downhill. Can they bring these two back? I think they have a chance to. Climbing a little bit of a bump here. Dogs are going to start barking. I could let them out quickly. Teddy has this thing now, that's Addison's dog, where he'll just start barking at stuff. I don't know why. And he never used to. And he's not a young dog. He's maybe 3 years old. Just out of the blue, he decides he wants to bark at things. Ooh, some of these corners here too, folks. Like, if you make a mistake, yeah, you're hitting, I'm going to call them stone hay bales. So around here, we would stack up hay bales on corners so you can hit them and not get hurt. These are made of stone. They're perfectly square. They look about the size of a hay bale, but they're made of stones. So enjoy that. Okay, so they're coming over a bit of a bump. After this, we're going to really see if they can get them back. Actually, the false flat might be a good part too for the power riders. Just going to take a look at the back here, folks, see how everyone's doing. Okay, we lost Steven earlier. Rooney we've lost. Stu's in. Okay, folks, Stu just got a really late start to this because of the power outage. So Stu would probably be over the top of the hill by now, I would guess. First climb, the Mirador climb. So Stu's just doing his ride, level 82. Here's Edwin Kuipers, Dutch rider. I was going to say Kuipers. I think that's how you say it. I know I had friends, 2 Dutch kids when I was younger. They were Dick Kuipers. Spelt differently, though. Steve Ludford here, riding with Neil. Yeah, these guys are going chill now. They just blew themselves up on the race before this, so chill time. Riding with Eat More Cake. Silly Sil looks like she's on the same game plan. Svard. Mick. Yeah. So remember, folks, this race doesn't count towards championship points. This is just, we're going to get this route done kind of ride. Especially because this first one was so short. It's really not enough of a workout for the muckers. They need more. Joe Malfa, Danievi. I'm going to jump back to the front. See, look at the 2 bubbles now. We got a bubble of 2 and a bubble of 3 at the front. We have one solo rider here, JJ Robinson. So I'm not sure how... I don't know if JJ got ahead of everyone else and is going after them. Did he come out of that group from behind, or is he a leftover from the front group? Kind of really riding in no man's land right now. Okay, so today, a few hours from now, North Americans only. If you're insane and you're from Europe and you'd like to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning like I did for Mount Lemmon, don't ever do that. Talk to your doctor before you do that, folks. It's one of those kind of things. Getting up at that time of the day and just... yeah, insane. So me and Chad Richard are going to do that together. So I haven't rode yet today. I'm doing this, skedaddling out of here for a little bit. My entire vehicle is full of cardboard to recycle, zipping to town the other way. The only place left with recycling boxes. Apparently we're all green here in recycling, but I don't know if they do this where you guys live. Every recycling station is being shut down. So how are we supposed to recycle when we're supposed to be saving the world? Remember, I destroyed it. Okay? It's all my fault. Apparently. So we're supposed to be saving it, yet they keep shutting. Like, so Didsbury had recycling depot, all shut down. Olds had recycling. So big bins, you go put your cans in this one, your glass in this one, your cardboard here, your plastics there, all shut down. So are they just like, now we're just burying it? I did find out that in Olds itself, it was costing... I think all they were doing was collecting it there and then taking it to the dump. I think that's what they were doing. So you thought you were doing it, but you really weren't doing anything. I'm not even, and I don't think Olds has a facility to sort everything. It's such a little town, 8,000 people. They don't have the multi-million-dollar facilities where they sort everything. Anyways, I'm doing that. Jumping on with Chad, Lago de Garda. Small turnout, that's expected. Tomorrow night we have tomorrow night European time, we have the Collins super chill social session. Average expected power output, 1.5 watts per kilo. If you can do that, you're perfect. Get in there with us, folks. Check it out, folks. Gil Matteo, Carol Susick, and Boogeyman himself, the Boogeyman. That sounds good, doesn't it? He's now the Boogeyman. I love it. These three, I think they might pull him back, folks. It's happening. Gil's pushing hard now. Slap those watts down. Let's roll, folks. Let's roll. I think there's going to be a catch. It's all coming back together, you lightweight climbers. Let's do this. Okay. Okay, so Darth saying he has a local race tomorrow. Probably missed the group ride. That's cool, Darth. So Darth, is that outside San Francisco, like outside riding? Let us know. Yep, Stu's giving her. He's trying to catch on with some people. Yeah, so here in Germany, recycling starts with different bins for every household. Same in the UK. Yeah, I know. Like in town, they haven't. So that's what I think might be happening. I think what they're doing in town. So like in Calgary, they'll have like a blue bin, a black bin, and a whatever bin. It's because they're using it as a tax grab. Like, here's your bins that you use, but you got to pay this extra fee to get this done. Out here in the country, there's no option. We don't get garbage pickup. So not only do I not get garbage pickup, I have to pay to take any garbage to the dump or try to recycle it. And I'm the recycler. So Joey, Addison, and Avery haven't recycled once in their lives. I guarantee it. Like, they just don't. I was the person that would recycle everything. So my SUV right now, it's not a huge one, but you know, it's like a 7-seater. All the seats are down, full with boxes, cardboard. So there's the town of Linden, I can at least recycle my cardboard. But plastic, there's nowhere to recycle it now. So I thought we were saving the world. I used to be able to in Olds. I used to be able to in Didsbury. I used to be able to in Airdrie. Now they want to charge you for it. So it's like, and some of these things already have deposits on them, like a recycling fee built in, and now they're putting another one on top of it. Welcome to Canada, folks. We have a carbon tax. Our friends to the south do not have a carbon tax. It's just the way it is. Just the way it is. Okay, so I thought those three were getting back on. They've clawed their way back a little bit, but we're getting back into the climbs. So right about now is where you should really remember this course. You're in it right now. Actually, I'm going to jump back to the split point here. I see a group of 6 riders here. Yeah. So I think this would be probably about the start of the old course where the banners are coming up for Hertzieler, the cycling experience. Renz Picave and Taboyo here. We got Rothschild just a little bit further back. Ratim's been through it. So all this stuff here, I believe, would have been the lead-in to the start of the climb before. Sporty burned. Robbie Dew, Bat Builder. See, the bubble's showing 5, but they still haven't reconnected yet. There's a chance here on this little downhill they might be able to get on. It all depends how hard these front 2 go. Yeah, so I think... okay, so Darth is racing outside tomorrow. Awesome. Yeah, recycling here used to be better. It's always been a little bit hard for people in the country because you're in the country. You pay all the taxes, you pay all the school taxes and all that kind of stuff, all the property taxes, but you do not get garbage pickup. We have to go and dispose of it somewhere. They've taken that all away from us. And those Luis is just going off here, folks. Has bridged away from Millennial 79. Oh, this is so familiar to me right here. Hard right. Kadoosh. 12%, I think it is, coming up here around this corner. Maybe it's a tiny bit further along. Ooh, Alenio's back. Where did that come from? Yeah, the 12% is coming over here. Actually, I think I might even recall some 13 right here. On this next little bend. You can see it coming. We're in the 7s right now. There's your protective stone walls on the side so you can slam those. And yeah, it's just 13. There we go, 13%. Real briefly, though. Not a big deal. Walk it off, folks. Get through it. Then it's going to level off to that 7%. We're going to kind of sit there for a bit, head up through the tunnel. Yeah, what a fantastic route. And this was filmed at a really good time, too. I don't remember seeing a lot of vehicles on the road. I think we do see an animal cross the road, too. I think. Could be one of the other ones. So, yeah, 16 brand new routes. Mallorca itself. Yeah, there are some cars here. So this would be a tough road to ride whilst there's cars on it. I mean, because everyone's going to try to share the road. That road's pretty narrow, so you got to keep your cool about you. You can't assume that every car is trying to run you over. He's just trying to take his wife and kids up the road to have a scenic lookout and a picnic or something. Ocean over to the left there. Awesome. Love this stuff. And the same goes the other way. That cyclist is not there deliberately trying to slow you down. He's just trying to do his thing. Or her thing, right? Tunnel's coming up. I saw the tunnel sign there. So yeah, our group of 3 is still hanging about 130 meters back. The way these two are riding, they're riding together to the finish right now. This is 1-2 right here, folks. A third place will be coming out of the next group. I just don't see how they can pull them back now. This is climbers territory here. And they're actually climbing at a higher power output than the 3 behind. Anywhere from say 0.5 to 0.8 watt per kilo, consistently higher than the riders behind them. So those 3 behind will never pull them back now. So previously this tunnel was all dark when we used to ride through here. And I think you would actually disappear, I believe. Lit up now. Really cool to see this. So yeah, just going at what's coming up. So 4 o'clock tonight, chill ride. Tomorrow, even more chill ride to get you ready for Saturday. Saturday's long ride. This week, I wasn't sure what to do with the GRC Sunday short race the next day, what my schedule was going to be like. So it's the not so long ride this week. We're going to do one of the challenge family routes, around the world challenge, I think it's called. We're going to do Florianopolis in Brazil, I believe it is. I think it's the 53 kilometers. So it's not, it's not the length I wanted to do, but we're going to do it as a race. And that's only so that we all get credit for the challenge event. Because remember, if you ride a challenge event as a group ride, Alenio's gone, folks. Alenio is gone right now. Up the road, 40 meters up the road from Louise 73. If you ride a challenge route as a group ride, you will not get credit for it. So what we're planning to do on Saturday, 8 o'clock my time. So I'll be up bright and early for it. What will it be, 4 o'clock in the UK, something like that, 5 o'clock. We're going to try to stick together as a group. We're going to figure it out. So it will technically be a race. If you want to blitz off the front at 4.5, 5 watts a kilo, have at her. You're gone. We're going to just get into a little bit of a draft train, 2.5, 2.7 watts per kilo, whatever it may be. We may average 2 to 2.5. We just want to kind of do it as a race event to get credit for it. Put a little bit of extra miles in, right? I guess it technically would be a longer ride because, to be honest, most rides on Rouvy is probably in the, 20 to 35 kilometer range. So 53 is kind of like pushing out a little bit further. So yeah, first and second place here. I don't think, he can see him. There's only a 30 meter gap here, folks. There's a climb coming. So if Alenio's backed off here, folks, he has allowed Luis to come right back on his wheel. Take a look at this. What was he doing there? Okay, well, he was checking his phone. He was changing music. Yep, he's got the power trip. He's got the power music on now. Power speed metal. Alenio's going to come back. We'll soon see, right? Here's the view. First and second place. I think Luis is on the Live. Yep. Alenio on the Trek Madone. 400 meters back, we got Boogeyman, Gil Madiau, Kirill Susik all together. 700 meters back from the leaders, JJ Robinson. Oh, he's grouped up because he was riding solo for a while. Here's Nelson. Nelson's adding some firepower to JJ. Hopefully he can get on his wheels here. L. Rollins finds himself isolated, 8th place. Maloney is with M4B and Rocket Roy here. Again, take a look at the positioning on the bike in his avatar. Woo! I love it. And that's this is Olaf from British Columbia, Canada. Right here. Very strong rider. Niels Burnham, 35 meters back behind that group. Peter Oldgit in the tunnel. Spin Jedi should be just coming to the tunnel now. JF12, we're just going to have a little quick look and see who we haven't seen yet. Diego Donati. Okay, with Thomas Lynn, Grepp, Mako, Mike Hagen's here. Nice group of 5 riders here, all working together. Tice on a totally different ride this time. So Tice was in that front group in the last race. Just riding more conservatively now. Bat Builder, Robbie Dew. Ooh, nice group here. Kay Vonnegan. Kay Vonnegan was a lot higher up in that last race too. Just totally different ride this time. Level 80, level 84, level 86. That's Ludwig DB with Robbie Dew here. Okay, here's someone we haven't seen. Irish rider, Kazik. Maybe that's his phone number there. I'm not sure. He's got this weird number beside his name. Don Mateo. Maybe a late starter. That's my guess, because he's kind of working his way through the field fast here. Renz Pikave. Okay, let's... Bear Remy broke down, folks. Good thing this one isn't for points. We're going to jump back to the front here, because they're going downhill now. What's happened? So, Alenio gave that position right back to Louis 73 on that corner, right before we started that little bit of a bump. Like, basically went down to 1.5 watts a kilo. I gotta wonder if there was maybe a mechanical there. That's my only guess. It's only 30 meters back now. A little bit of a high-speed run, a little bit of a roll, and then 2 kicks with another downhill in between. So, does he have enough to bring him back? So, we're just coming out of this first little downhill. It will be flat for a bit, and we're going to climb just up a little bit of a false flatty here now. He's coming back, folks. 30 meters. Can he get back on his wheel and take him? Now, remember, if you're riding this right now, the finish is different. Warning, warning, warning. The finish is different, folks. It's not as far up the hill. I think it's just like you kind of go up one hairpin, take the second one, and it's on that straight. It doesn't keep going all the way. So time your sprint right from the bottom. Just absolutely smash yourself. Pulverize yourself. Stu's saying he might be able to catch 15 people on his ride. Thanks for stopping in, Darth. We've had our recycling talk. We do it all here, folks. Okay, so look at this. They're back together. So Alenio 79 is now ahead of Luis 73 again. Like, wow. What are these two doing? Are they allowing each other to come back on every time? Downhill again, folks. Downhill, and then a little kick. I'm going to say 7% range. 7-8%. Then we have one downhill and the final kick coming up. You can see the next climb, those cars going up to the right there. So we're in the downhill segment now. Really thirsty today. Good thing I'm hydrating with A&W root beer. Whew, what a hydration system I got going on. Climbing now, folks. Let's see what we get to here. I would definitely want to be in the lead going over the top of this hill if I was one of these two. The sprint, Alenio drops 15 watts, 16 watts a kilo here, folks. 15 watts, still pushing 14 watts a kilo here. Pretty insane, the power output. 11 watts a kilo over the top. 30 meter gap on Louis 73. He's gone. Now, if you want to see what the finish looks like, hopefully you're on the stream here. I wonder which island that is there. I know these are called the Balearics. There's 5 islands. Majorca. I think that's... I don't know if it's the big one or... Then there's Minorca. That's the little one. There's Ibiza. I think 4 are populated of the zones. So watch this. You're going to finish on that second straightaway. 1, 2. After the second hairpin, you're finishing on that climb. You can see it ahead of you right now. You don't go all the way to the top anymore. So you should be like, if you're in a race with someone, you know, your top speed here, you launch like now. You're launching. This is when you're attacking right at these flags at the latest. Because you're going to have one hairpin here to take. You can see here we've got less than 200 meters to go. We're on our second little straightaway. More finishing flags. After this hairpin here, you're done. This kind of surprised me. There's the finish line. Boom, right there. It's over, folks. Over. Louis 73. Boogie's gone on the attack, folks. Get it, Boogie. Let's go. Boogeyman coming in hard. Gil Mattiau, 35 meters back. Kirill Susik looks like he's just out of the mix right now. Can Gil put in a huge attack here and get away? Boogie's attacking already. This is the way to do it. Gil looks like he's just coasting now. I think he's pretty satisfied with his ride for the day. Boogie's on the attack. 9 watts a kilo all the way up through here. Maybe a quick gear change there. Back to his 8.5, 9. Get around the second corner. I want to see if this is going to catch anyone out. Actually, Carroll has passed Gil Mattiau now. Will Gil react to this? I mean, the finish is right here. You go around the corner, done. So I bet you some people are going, what? Because all of us will be expecting another hairpin, another straightaway, and then a bend to the right for it to be the finish. Jumping back into the chat. Stu got up to 65th place, 64th place now. He's in the gold member suit. Back to the race. JJ Robinson here with Nelson Snyder. So we're going to have a nice 2-up sprint here coming in. Then we're going to have Rocket Roy and L. Roland. Yeah, there's going to be some battles going off here, folks. Let's hang out for a little while. Just going to check my time. So yeah, I've got 3 hours till my ride. And just checking messages there. Good old Ragnar messaged me back. He just doesn't check his messages very often. He goes, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't look at this. Just reaching out to him. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can see the finish line right now. So you can see the 2 hairpins. There's a car on the first hairpin now. Another hairpin on that straight. Right around the corner, though. You don't even get a chance to really see the flags, and it's done. Does Nelson know that? So they're both at top speed here. Probably by the time, hit these, accelerate hard here, folks. Accelerate hard right there. You're going to start losing so much speed. JJ's going. But he's up against Nelson Snyder here. Nelson pushing hard now. 7 watts a kilo. JJ's countering. Do they know the finish is right here? JJ pushing at 8.5. He's got to get around him right now. Nelson's over 12. And the finish line will be upon us before you even know it, folks. Yeah, Nelson took it. I really wish someone would say, yeah, man, I didn't know the finish was there. I just want to see that as a comment. Rocket Roy, L. Roland coming next. Hey, and also, folks, I told Joey if she'd ever watch a real video of mine, she'd actually hear that I do say, please like, subscribe to the channel. Likes are super important. Like every video. If you can, do me a favor. Here we go, folks. L. Roland rocking it now. Hopefully he's done some course recon here. 10 watts a kilo. Rocket Roy at 7. Looks like L. Roland's got a gap. Yep, he's fine now. Around the corner for 8th place. Rocket Roy in 9th. A little further back, we got M4B, who's already on the attack. Got away from Manatso and Maloney here. Let's back up to these two. Can Maloney take that position away from Manatso now? Scrapping hard here, folks. Still 5 to 6 watts a kilo. 11th and 12th place. So M4B will get 10th. 11th and 12th will be a Natso and Maloney. Should be a Natso for it. Pretty hard to pass on that very last corner there. Yeah, Anatso gets 11th. Niels Brenham coming in next. 13th place riding solo. Bouncing back here. Yeah, Ragnar saying, I think he would have won. And then he's got crying emoji. I'll see you on Saturday and maybe tomorrow. Okay, Ragnar. Catch you then, dude. Okay, so Niels Brennan's going to come in 13th. So remember, folks, as much as I'm telling y'all about this to remember this finish line, Sunday, for Team GRC Sunday short race, it will be the old finish line. So it'll be a little bit more extended up the hill. You'll finish this whole straight, another switchback, and then you'll be at the top. Okay. Peter Olgit coming in now. Stefan Schmidt. Oh, Stefan has broken down at the last hairpin here. Oh my. Sitting there just waiting to reconnect. So it's around this corner, and then there's the finish line. That's where he is. Grosjean coming up hard now. See if he's going to take the spot away. Grosjean rocking up here, carrying good speed all the way. And Stefan, yep, he's having problems getting reconnected here. Should be sitting directly ahead of us. Like, I mean, look where he is, folks. He's starting the last hairpin right here. And there's the finish line. Wow, frustrating. Although, I think he's done now. I think he did get across. Because I'm not seeing him on the leaderboard at all. We're going to see right away. Let's hang out with Spin Jedi for a little bit here. Chill with the Jedi. See if we see Stefan or no. I think Stefan must be finished now. Otherwise, we'd see him on the leaderboard there saying no power. So yeah, Stefan would have been broken down right beside the barriers here. Spin Jedi coming in 17th place, pushing hard here, 5 watts a kilo. Keeping Mike Hagan at a distance. So 17th place for Spin Jedi. Mike Hagan coming in next at 18th, flying up this hill here. Really nice. Ooh, Diego Donati's trying to get around him here, folks. Just passing him now on the final hairpin corner. 18th and 19th place right here, folks. Ooh, pretty close too. Jay came in as well. JF12. That's who that was. Okay, cool. Thomas Lynn next, 22nd place. Riding solo. I want to see some here. Looked like Thomas Lynn was riding disc wheels there for a second. I don't know if I'll be able to see it. Can anyone else see that? He's on double disc wheels, folks. I did see it. Grep launching here now. Just saw about 800 watts there for a second, it looked like. Yeah, pushing hard up the hill. Not letting Tice come back on. Yeah, so he was rocking double discs there. I wonder if he intended to do that. I gotta say, probably not. Tice will be coming in 24th place. Chorus for 25th. Jump back into my chat here. No new action. Jumping out. Let's watch these riders finish. Imagine it gets quite busy up here, and like I said, I think they film this at the perfect time. Man, who knows, right? I'm not even sure what time of day it is. Looks like it's still around noon or something with how high the sun is in the sky, but that's the problem with filming these routes. You just gotta hope there's perfect traffic and not get too hung up anywheres, which happens all the time. Like there's a car right ahead here, this white car, and that car right ahead looked like it was stopped too. So there might have been some problems up ahead on the road. Maybe that's why it got shortened. Bat Builder here coming in with... Bat Builder's ahead. Oh, he's just finished up. I'm going to miss Robbie Dew finish. Robbie Dew pushing hard now. Dom Mateo, 11 watts a kilo. Just gets past Robbie Dew. Take a look in the distance. You'll see a car, like, as they're moving, just stopped. So maybe a traffic backup there. 27th and 28th place. There's that white car just sitting. White car sitting. Hopefully that made sense. Ludwig DB coming in 30th place. Okay, so yeah, let's watch these riders finish. So again, Saturday long ride, Florianopolis, challenge route. It is really flat. Maybe we'll have some communication open between us. I'll message Chad a little bit. Ludwig is going to get 30th place here. Ratim 31st, it looks like. Ludwig is riding double discs as well, folks. Let's have a look. Double discs. Guess everyone likes the double discs. And maybe, who knows, maybe we'll have a group at 2.5, we'll have a group at 3. I don't know. We're going to figure it out. More of a social long ride, but we won't have magnet effect to help like last time. So stick as close as you can to your riding buddies for your draft. Don't get caught out alone. And I'm probably talking to myself the most when I say that, because I'm the master at doing that. That's why on the first route I had Chad lead the route, knowing that I'd be busy looking at monitors here, there, and everywhere, and I'd lose track of people, which I did multiple times. 32nd place will be Tranberg. Next, we're going to have Sporty Burn coming in right behind him, it looks like. Hot on his wheels. So again, folks, Inside Cycling World, do your YouTube algorithms. Like, comment, subscribe if you can. It really helps the channel out. The channel's really growing. I really need likes just so it gets out to more and more people. So my whole goal is to be your source for inside cycling stuff. Different rides, different Rouvy stuff. I'm going to do a couple more things coming up in the future here. I'm always going to cover racing because I love the racing. Rennes Picabay will be 35th. Pan Rorisi coming up hard here in 36th place. Chasing, but is going to run out of road here real fast. Ooh. Okay, good. I thought there might have been a rider right there. It's Tabuyu. A little bit further down. Then we're going to bounce back. Here's Rebel. Rebel 72, Trek Madone rider, Team GRC equipped. Just over a kilometer to the finish. Then we got Svard, Fred Ufe, Badenoch, Alexi 134. So there are some riders still together here. Where's Roger? Roger's trainer. Okay, Roger's coming up on the final part down. Oh no, sorry. This is the second last climb before the downhill. Riding with Hunter X. That's a name we haven't seen yet. Also, Rocky B is behind us. I haven't seen that rider before either. Roger just chilling out a little bit before this last little climb. So it's a little bit of steepness here. Right when we get around the corner, you're actually descending again. Roger pushing nice here. So you can see the corner where that bend is, where that guardrail is kind of like to the left. You start descending right away. So you're going to bomb downhill pretty quick. Probably get Hunter X just took off there. He did not want to get passed by Roger. Put in a 5 watt per kilo dig. Is it enough to stay away though? Let's stick around for this one, folks, because the other one's ahead. Ooh, Svard and Fred Ufe are very close together. But it looks like they're almost finished too. So we're going to start bombing downhill here. We got Hunter X. So up ahead, Rebel's going to be finishing Fred Ufe, Svard, Badenoch. It looks like they're still descending. No, that's Alexi descending still. Badenoch must be getting very close to the finish. Only a level 9 rider as well, Badenoch. So Hunter X here, just that little dig and got on the downhill first and is just gone. So they'll both be just coasting down the hill here pretty much. Not sure if Roger wants to chase him at all, if the other guy falls asleep at the wheel. We'll just hang out with Roger for a bit. Don't forget to come back on Sunday. Roger, myself, and Jills will be attending the Team GRC Sunday Short Race. 1-year birthday anniversary. The big birthday bash, as we call it. Hunter's already attacking off the front. So yeah, he really wants to keep his 43rd place. He's like, I'm not letting this Roger guy pass me. There's no way. He's digging in deep, folks. Digging deep. So Hunter X will get 43rd. Roger will come in strong here in 44th place, finishing nicely. Then we got Rocky B. Yeah, Rocky B coming next. Stelvio Bound's about 100 meters back. I don't think much is going to change here. David 1951 is right on the wheels of Stelvio Bound. Do we have a battle forming here, folks? There may be a small sprint going off here right away. Let's just get ready for this. See what David wants to do. Looks like Stelvio Bound's already digging in. Knows David's creeping up on him now. Can David maintain his momentum and get around him? Stelvio pushing harder though. Stelvio should be able just to hold him off. We can see Rocky B just finishing up ahead too. Just taking the final hairpin here. Okay. Then Stelvio Bounds around the corner. David 1951 coming in. Kyle's on the first hairpin now. Straightaway, second hairpin. So Kyle will get 48th place overall. Remember, this is not the main race today. This is the add-on race. Yeah, I think this is Keep Your Summer Going challenge, isn't it? James Ginn's going to be next. I'll have to keep backing up, folks. Let's check the chat out. Yeah, so I think this Formentor route is part of the challenge. Keep your summer going. Yeah, Kekapoka saying, I wonder how Rouvy servers are going to handle the upcoming big roast. I know, it's going to be insane. Although I have seen big rides before, like when they used to do the DJ race. Yeah, there's tons of riders on there. Okay, so Kekapoka's just saying he had a hard time downloading the last video. I've had that before too, sir. And I don't know what it is. Like, I have no idea. Nobby Styles being chased by Mick here. Mick's pushing hard, almost 11 watts a kilo, trying to get around Nobby here. We've got a battle for 50th place. Mick had momentum on his side, just gets past. Nobby's just cruising to the finish. So it was a battle for half a second, and then it was over. Nobby was already in shutdown mode. Edwin Kuiper's coming in next with Joe Malfa. Yeah, like even for me, sometimes I'll come on and I'm like, download failed. I never know why. It's just download it again. And the next time it's like instantaneous. It's like, okay. But yeah, I download every route. Highly suggest that you do that. Download every route, folks. Here's Stu in 55th. So he started in 70th place. He said he was going to pass 15. Looks like he's done it. Great job, Stu. He's trying to get past Yomalfa on the last second. He's trying to take this guy out. Yomalfa's trying to react. Stu's going to take him on the very last corner. Oh, the agony for Yomalfa. Just kidding, folks. They finished pretty much side by side. Stu did take him out at the very last second there. Stu's had a great day on the bike. Here comes Ganera, one of the FC boys. Farnham Club. Is it Farnham City? Or just Farnham Club? Okay, we got a few more riders still out here. Neil's coming in now. Ooh, look at this finish here, folks. We got Steve Ludford, Mucker, 1974. That's Neil. Silly Sill, Phil. I imagine there's going to be a few little digs here. I got to expect at least a 6-7 watt per kilo dig out of one of these riders. Come on, Sylvia. Let's do this. Or that, you know that voice, that Jumbo Visma guy. Come on. Come on. That voice. I love it. Neil's pushing hard here. 5 watts a kilo. Sitting steady with Steve. Also, 3.5 to 5 watts a kilo. Going down the second. Now Sylvia's going. She's going to jump them here. Over the top, down the hill. Look at this attack by Sylvia, folks. She's gone. Whew. She's got to get away, though. She's got a 20-meter gap over these two Muckers teammates of hers. No quarter here today, folks. No quarter. She's like, that's it. The gauntlets have been thrown down. It's time to go, folks. Can Sylvia hold them off? She's being pursued by Neil and Steve at the same time. She's got a 40-meter gap on them right now. She just needs to attack at the perfect time at the bottom. If you hesitate, their momentum will take you right by you. Let's see how they all react to this. This will be really cool to see. They're all just kind of coasty-toasty right now. Just a little cruisy through here, getting a couple of gulps of air. Neil's already on the power. Neil's on the power first. Okay, Steve's doing a bit more coasting here. Neil's hard on the power. Sylvia is too. 8-9 watts a kilo here. Let's get on Neil here. Can he get back on? Sylvia just pushed 10 watts a kilo there, folks. 10-meter gap. Can she hold off Neil on this very last corner? I think she's going to. 11 meters. Sylvia holding strong for 59th place. Neil in 60th. Awesome race there, guys. Nice finish. Nice finish. I love it. Steve just shut her down early. He kind of I saw it happening. Neil lit it up. Sylvia lit it up. Neil lit it up. Actually, I think Neil went first. Sylvia reacted and got away a little bit. Steve came into the descent and just decided, I'm not even going for it. So just kind of cruised up it. And you can see now by his power, he's in recovery mode already. So, also too, he's got no one to worry about behind him because the next rider back is 1.2 kilometers behind them. So Steve's finishing now, 61st. Then we're going to have Danyevi, should be 62nd. There's a rider named Matt still out there, Matt 22 as I like to call them, chasing after Danyevi right now. And then we're still 1.2 kilometers back to eat more cake. Just trying to look at my stream time here, folks. Okay, we've been going for a little bit, haven't we? Actually, that's not the one I want to look at. I want to look at this one. Oh yeah, hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, what an awesome finish that was. Yeah, racing at the very end. They knew I was watching too. That's the best part. People want me to watch and cover the race, but then they're also like, oh, please don't be on me. I don't want to sprint right now. I can just see it because that's what I'd be thinking. Please do not. It's kind of like when you're, you're a little kid and you got to play baseball and they put you into outfield. Please don't make the ball come near me. The full Charlie Brown. Please, I don't want to catch the ball. Okay, who do we still have out here? Arno Shooting still here, folks. He's level 15. We saw Arno Shooting level up. Now level 15. Next week, he'll still be level 15. Maybe level 15 till the week after. Then he'll turn level 16 until he starts riding every day inside. Because I think that's what he's doing. He's not riding outside. He's riding outside and only riding inside one day a week. I've never seen him at another event. I don't think I'm friends with him anywhere, so I can't really see his progress. Maybe I could track him down on Strava and see what he's riding. Because I think he honestly does one ride per week on Rouvy. Which is kind of different and interesting at the same time, I gotta say. Jason, our Spanish friend here, coming in next. Oh, they're still a little ways out. So yeah, Danievi's coming. Danievi's taking the final corner now. Matt never caught him. Matt's pushing up here now, carrying speed up the hill. Probably going to shut her down right away here, folks. I will go do my recycling. So I'm going to jump back to this point, see if anyone's going to say. Neil's saying, what a horrible second race. Who organized this? I don't know. I saw you and Sylvia battle, and Neil, that was an awesome finish at the end. So make sure you watch the video. Yeah, awesome finish out of you two. Sylvia just hung on. I think she was pushing 10, 11 watts a kilo at the end. So really cool to see her do that. Anyway, riders, I'm going to jump. I got to go rip to town. It's slightly closer. Do my cardboard recycling. Because I'm a good boy for the environment. I'm saving the world now. I'm no longer destroying the world with my horrible oil and gas activities. Yeah, Penelope, this is a great route. And it should be a challenge route that you need to do for keep your summer going. So, I'm positive it is. That's probably why I did it. Have a look. Anyway, riders, I'm going to jump. I'm going to take care of this. And yeah, Sylvia, you did it. Right? I'm like your coach in your ear. Come on! Come on! I got to figure out that guy's name. Yeah, oh, so Stefan did finish then. Because I know he was stuck there forever. Tanya says she's going to comfort the hubby. Yeah, he's just like punched a hole right through his computer screen. He finished, of course, and then did that. He's good, though. He's chill. Anyway, riders, I'm jumping. I'll see you again real soon. Adios.